name here, but I'm Pia. My artist name is Pia. And then there you go. I'm a filmmaker, and my films have impact work. Like I've worked with Asia Pacific, Africa, and Latin America. And my works are usually in climate justice, indigenous rights, gender equality, and human rights. And then aside from filmmaking, I do like impact campaigns, like the policy, lobbying policy, supporting reforestation, like 3 million trees, created livelihoods for the forest rangers, and amplified marginalized voices. So that's me. And then I'm very excited to know your story as well. So maybe we can have like a round introductions, Lydia. Like maybe I can see Rana MYF. So maybe like a name and your organization, and maybe what you do, like a storytelling or a policy advocacy or community building. Yeah, maybe we can do that. Hello?
Yes, so I'm sure what will help is probably you just pass it on. So maybe I'll help you pass it on.
Okay.
So I'll pass it on to Eman because her hand is up. So Eman, when you speak, you mention your name, your location, and maybe your focus area. Then you pass it on to someone to speak. I hope that helps.
Lydia, can we also like return to the gallery where I can see all of the participants? Thank you.
We can do that.
Hi, thank you, Lydia. Good morning, Bea. I'm happy for your participation. So I'm Iman Fahim. I'm the Director of Sustainable Development Unit at Math for Peace, Development and Human Rights. My organization has been actually working in the Egyptian civil society since 20 years. So we have been working like for quite a long time. So regarding sustainable development and working to things related to zero waste, we do different kind of activities. One of them is basically raising awareness of youth and other NGOs and organizations that work in the environmental field. Not only raising their awareness, but also building their capacity in order to maximize the effort, how to work in the field of creating a better environment for all of us, promote when it comes to the Egyptian local society. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Hiba Munzir. I actually are in Egypt. I'm from Mediterranean Youth Foundation for Development. Actually, our youth organization working with to empowering youth and women across the Mediterranean countries. And actually, we are established since 2018. And that's actually, and we work in the youth empowerment, climate change, and environmental production. Gender equity and this stuff of work.
Hello everyone, my name is Radwa Muhammad and I'm Executive Director of Maraz Foundation for Women's Support in Egypt. Maraz is a non-profit organization dedicated to empowering women and girls through awareness, research, legal and psychological support, capacity building and economic empowerment. We mix our work unique is that we believe in women's issues are erectable with many other development challenges. That's why we link gender equality with environmental sustainability, climate just. Children's rights, community development, and social protection. We believe in that creating a lasting change requires addressing these issues together rather than in solutions through partnerships, research, storytelling, and community engagement. We work to build a safer, more inclusive, and more resilient community. Thank you.
So my talk right now is impact visual storytelling. So next, please. So this masterclass will have like 3 components. One is smartphone or camera storytelling and basic cinematography techniques. I've heard that in your TikTok, in your LinkedIn, in your social media pages, you need like videos also to gain more engagement. Number 2 is dissecting sample work. So these are my sample works that we can like dissect together on which kind of camera techniques, what kind of storytelling. And then number 3 would be editing workflow through writing a basic script. So next, please. So, okay. So before we make videos, we should have like a story first. So what is our story? What is happening? Who are in the frame? Who are our characters? What's our conflict? And why is this important? So you can write it down on your notebook, and then you can like list this out. Like, what's your story? What's your organization's story? Who are your characters or your narratives or the people that you worked with, and why is your organization important, or why is your story important? Second, so basically we ask, you can write it in your notebook, we can ask if this is a horizontal or a landscape or vertical or portrait. So where the story will live, who are the target audience. So can I ask anyone here who made videos? You can like just raise your hands. A person who ever created videos. I can't see no one. Hello?
Yep, yeah, I can hear you. Guys,
Okay.
Can we respond, please? So, has anyone created a video before? Yeah, Halimot.
Okay, Halimot. Who else? So are people here like their first time to create videos, if ever?
No, personally, I'll just contribute real quick. In terms of this concept, I've not created a video, but in terms of other personal ventures, other separate ventures, I have created videos.
Okay, thank you, Joseph. Yeah, so I can see in the chats that some people are working on horizontal. So horizontal are usually effective in, let's say, YouTube. Horizontal are sometimes effective on LinkedIn. And then for for vertical, these are effective for Instagram Reels, TikTok, and then what do you call this one? And then TikTok, and then all these other social media. So next, please.
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello?
Hello? Yes.
Yes. Can you hear me now? Please? Please, Marco?
Mustafa is still not better. Sorry.
Hello? My name is Mustafa, founder of Vision Initiative from Egypt.
Mustafa, we can barely hear you. I think it's a network challenge, and so it would be best to do the introductions in the chat. I don't know if that helps.
Okay. I write down it in chat, and can I complete?
Okay.
Hello?
Okay. Okay. So, aside from knowing your story and it's either a portrait or horizontal, it's important that you have light on your video. So, if you're going to shoot or if you're going to make videos, avoid harsh midday sun whenever possible because it's very, very bright. At the same time, the best time to take a video is a golden hour before sunset. An hour before sunset or during sunset, that's like the perfect hour, and even the sunrise. So that's like the perfect hour, but we can also work on let's say 9 a.m., 10 a.m., as long as it's not like 10, 11, 12, 1, 2 because of the harsh light. Okay, for smartphone shots, so as you can see here, you can write it. You can write it like the smartphone shots. Like we have wide shot, we have medium shot, two shot, close up shot, and extreme close up shot. So wide shot. Can you next please, Lydia? Okay. So this is a wide shot because it has everything in there. You can see people, you can see the organization, you can see the location, which is the materials recovery facility. This was shot in the Philippines during the Glow community or the Glow family convening here in the Philippines. Next, please. And this is like the medium shot. So as you can see, like from our head to our stomach, so that's like the medium shot of a scene. Next, please. And this one is a two shot. So this one is a two shot. Like if you have like two interviews, I think if you have interviews, you can use two shot or two people in one frame. Next, please. Okay, so this one is close up because it's you're going closer to the character. This one shows more emotions, shows more. I guess it's closer to your character. And the next shot, next slide, please. And this one is the extreme close up. I think they're discussing about. I think organic fertilizers is discussing about. I really forgot what they discussed this, but this is like an extreme close up where you can see the material or where you can see the things. Okay, next slide, please. So what do you think is this shot? Anyone can answer in the chat. So we have like the wide shot, we have the middle shot. Yeah, but which shot? Is it the wide shot, the middle, close up? Okay, perfect. We can middle or medium shot. Sorry, is medium shot, and then we can go for the next slide, please. Medium or middle shot. Okay, what is this? What is this shot? There's another shot for that. Yeah, it can be mid, it can be medium. Yes, correct. That's two shots. Perfect. Okay, so you use this for interview. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, what is this? Okay, perfect. I can see answers. I'm so happy you're answering in the chat. Okay, wide landscape, perfect. Next slide, please. And this one, what is this? Okay, perfect. So everyone knows what's wide shot, what's medium, what's middle shot, close up, extreme close up, and two shot. Okay, I have a question. If you're gonna interview like one person, what kind of shot you're gonna use? Like only one person in the frame. You're gonna interview, let's say for example, women, close up at times. Okay. Is it like full face? Is it full face, or we can also interview like middle shot? Can we do that? Can we also do like medium shot for the interview? Okay, can we do like wide shot? Okay, perfect. So every shots okay, every shots can be used as long as there's a purpose of that shot. Okay, do you have questions? Do you have questions for me with the shots? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, question, sorry.
Okay, yes, what's your question?
So how and when do you know which particular shot to consider?
So is this for the interview?
No, you just wanted to understand. So for me, it's basically a general question in the concept of, yes, we have different types of shots, but then it's usually dependent on how, the videographer decides which particular moment they'd want to capture with a certain type of shot. So I just wanted to understand, how does one, determine which particular moment would be best with a certain type of shot?
Right. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Joseph. And then I will discuss that later with my sample works, but I can answer it right now. So wide shot is really for... yes, please, Radwa, please answer. Please ask your question before I answer Joseph.
I want to ask a question. When we interview, why we take a wide shot? Because land piece will appear. It is sustainable or not? Suitable or not?
Sorry, Radwa, I didn't get your question. Can you please write it in the chat? Okay, perfect. Okay, so to answer Joseph, the decision to what shots to use is really based on the purpose of your story. So if you're the director, or you're the writer, or you're the one shooting, and then we have to package it in a purpose that each shot has a purpose. So wide shot is usually, you can write it down. You can all write it down. Wide shot, based on my experience, wide shot is usually used if you want lots of characters in the shot. Like for example, in the photo that we have here, you can see the sea, you can see the sand, and then you can see people running. So you can establish a scene already that this is a wide shot. And when you edit this, you can always cut to a close-up, maybe a close-up of Betty. You can see Betty here. She's wearing black. She's wearing a black dress. And then maybe you can shoot a close-up to see Betty's face when she's running. Or you can do you can do a close-up shot, or you can cut again to a middle shot where lots of people are still running, or maybe an extreme close-up where you can see their eyes, or they can see their emotions, something like those things. So deciding a shot has always been the artistic decision of someone, let's say directing or taking the videos. So that's some of the rules there. So wide shot is to establish characters. Okay, perfect. Medium shot is more on, let's say, for example, talking, conversations with people, having actions. Extreme shot would be, let's say, for example, with what Rebirth Solutions has asked in the chat, what shot is perfect for product display and marketing. I would suggest that better to have a close-up or extreme close-up if we have details that you think is marketable. And another, it can be a wide shot if you have something in the background. Okay? When we film the interview with wide shot, around us will be visible. Is that appropriate? Okay, if we do a wide shot for the interviews, we have to make sure that there's no distracting background. For example, if we do let's say a conference and we want to interview people and we want to have a wide shot, it's so much better if there's no distraction at the back. It's so much better if we shoot in the room, in a silent room, or we shoot in a place where it's silent, where it's not so much distracting, because it can also distract us from the video. Yeah. Did I answer your questions, Radwa and Joseph? is there anything like, yes, there is an extreme wide shot, and I'm gonna show you later with our videos. Okay, perfect. Next, please. Okay, so there are lots of shots as well. There are lots of shots. This is like an ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I'm gonna show you later, so it would make sense. So type of shots. So A-roll, we call it A-roll, or the interviews. If we interview someone from our organization, if we interview someone from our community that we worked with our stakeholders, we call them main characters in the film. And then B-rolls is the action shots of characters. Of, let's say, for example, I would say, let's say like a youth organization here. Let's say, for example, you have a conference together, or you have a program together. So your action shots may be you in a focus group discussion, or you in the panel, or you talking. So that's like a B-roll or an action shots. And then archives would be news, archival footage that is important in your video. Okay, camera movement. So the still shot is like the wide, the medium, the close up, and then zoom in. Yeah, I think there's a phone. You can use your phone as well, and then you can. I think this is so much better if this is in person, but we will try to do this in virtually. So still is like this. Then, yeah, you can use your phone, and then zoom in is to like move closer. So you move closer to your subject if there's something to reveal or something, and then you can zoom out as well if you want to reveal the environment. So sometimes we zoom in if they're like if ever our character is holding something, and then we zoom out if we want to show what's happening of her or his background. And then the follow or the observational shot, we walk with the object. We walk with the object or the things, or we walk with the main characters or a subject, or this creates immersion on what's happening. And then pan, the panning, like the left to right, if we want to reveal information from left to right, if there's something, an important information in the right side. So next, please. Okay, so when you shoot, when we shoot, like hold every shot, like 10 to 12 seconds for the B-roll, or even more if you really like need it. If you need to follow your character, you can do like more seconds. I can shoot like 20 minutes, 30 minutes if it's in an interview, or 2 hours. We did like 2 hours interview, no cut if there's like a really interview, and then steady shot, like be really patient with the shots. And then another thing here is, aside from the visual, you have to think of the audio, because 50% is audio, 50% is video. So to record a better audio, you have to move closer to your characters, you have to reduce the wind, you have to avoid loud roads, and then you can use wire or wireless microphones if available. So for now, do you have any questions before we move? You can chat, you can write in the chat. If not, we can also move. Lydia?
Yeah, all good. I think we're all good. We can proceed.
Okay, perfect. Can we move to the next slide, please? Perfect. So we dissect now the sample works. I really want to see their works also, Lydia, if it's possible. But it's okay also if it's not possible. So we can start with my Forest Guards film trailer. So this is about the environment defenders. This is about the environment defenders who's defending the critically endangered Philippine eagles here in the Philippines. This is a trailer, and then I want you to wait. Hold on. I want you to see which kinds of shots, which kinds of camera movement that we used in this trailer, and then maybe like later on the storytelling why we did use the shot. And then if you have questions, please feel free to ask me. Okay, we can show it.
Kung dito ta niya ang atong mga mata mo dako kaayong trabaho ani kay ita man tong ginatawag og kining bantay bukid. So dili tong mag-una-una ta kay wa ta kabali unsa ang mga mabangga nga mga problema.
Sabay sa pa. Mati.
Ang assist na dominio, dili na namo pwede galasong ano ma, okay? Protected area. Pag na'y magkaingin, 20 hectare, pwede lisura pagkukunan na siya akong gingnan. Ano wa may mapriso?
Kundi kinialalayan ng mga grupo, nagitendensi nga masiruba lang ito tanan.
Kung naapay agila ang atong lugar, nagpasabot nga kanang lugaran, aduna pagid siya kalasangan. So kung aduna siya kalasangan, bastante pa ang tubig nga nagasupply sa mga panginahanglanon sa mga tao karon.
Thank you so much, Lydia. Okay. So, any thoughts? Any thoughts with the trailer? What shots did you see? What kind of movement did you see? Any questions? You can write it in the chat also. Okay. Yes, Eman, and yes, Atef. Yeah, Eman first, and then Atef, please.
Thank you. Regarding the shots, I do believe the film started with very wide shots to see the forest and to see the milieu where we are going to be hitting with the camera. And I do believe it was very cool because somehow it took us inside the feeling of the forest. So I do believe starting with this kind of very wide shots in order to get the feeling where we are staying through the movie. Then we had middle shots, then very close shots when we were speaking with the man from the forest. So that's what I got. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eman. Yeah, that's nice. Atef, how about you? Atef Ahmed.
Thank you, Vaya. Yeah, it seems this is a very nice short film. Yeah. So thank you for the direction. I'm just have two questions. Yeah, because actually you filmed the shots in a forest, and I understand that it's very difficult to shot, and use the cameras in the forest because it's full of shades, plants, a lot of birds or insects, so it's not easy. So what techniques have you used to shot the film? The second question is related to the time. I'm concerned about the time, because it's very short. Do you think this is the time allocated for this film is fit the objective of the film? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Atef. So to answer your question, so first is concerning the time. So this film is 40 minutes. So this one is only a trailer. So just for us to have like this conversation, for us to see what kind of shots, what kind of environmental work that we do. But this is like a 40 minutes film, and this is made for 4 years. In 4 years. So yeah, that's the time. And then for the technique, yes, I do understand that it's a really difficult techniques to shoot. For example, like we have to think of the weather, we have to think of the rain, we have to think of our cameras, and then for the techniques, so basically we had like a combination of drone, we have a combination of phone, we have a combination of professional cameras with us. We have like a GoPro. So it's a combination of all these equipment. But I always have to point this out that it's not about the equipment, but it always has to go back to our story. So the question is, did you use just your phone? No, we didn't use just our phone, but we used a professional camera. But there are things that we used our phones. For example, earlier when you saw the illegal logger, we didn't use our camera going inside a dangerous place. We just like have like a little smartphone, or just a little thing to hold on, instead of bringing a big camera. So that's another thing. And camera movement, follow, pan, zoom, and zoom out. Correct. That's correct also. So did I answer your question, Atef and Dami?
Yes, thank you so much.
Perfect. Do you have other questions? Okay, perfect. Are there any other questions also?
I'm sorry, but just a question came to my mind, related to the sound effect. I mean the music and the force, which kind of music you used, because it is very attractive. So do you think this is suitable for the? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. I don't know about if this forest has a wild animals or something like that. But it seems like the African music. Is this true or not?
So that's so nice that you can hear in a way like the similarities, because these are all our indigenous instruments. So basically what my sound designer and my film scorer did is that we gathered our indigenous instruments, and then we tried experimenting on how we can do the sound design. So it's like really starting from scratch, and then we tried to make it into a piece. That's what my music scorer and my sound designer did, which is very, very amazing.
Thank you. Perfect.
Okay. Yes. Any questions, everyone? Did I miss anything, or is there something that's confusing before we go to the vertical, to the, let's say, the Instagram reels? Let me know. Please let us know.
Yeah, so I think we are good to go, Pia.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, okay. Rebirth. Maybe this may be the last question we can take, then we can.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay.
Okay, very much. I'm looking at the flow from the starting point, then the movement, and up to where now you are in maybe a conference center, in a situation where the flow is mixed up. Like you have a function here, then you have a collection. Is there a possibility of mixing up the flow, or it has to be like this is how it must move for it to get to this point?
So basically, like the flow, when we think about flow, we'll think about the script. So I would always, my analogy will be like a Tetris game, where we can like change chronology of the flow, and it always depends on what's the intention of your story, or what's the purpose of your story. So that's yes, I would say that we can change the flow of that. Yep. Wait, hold on. The question is, it's easy to write a story, but the challenges is to get the practice on site. Do you mind give us methods or to get our solution directly contributes to the field we try? Mustafa, maybe, yes, please. Can you expound more?
That we try to introduce and provide our solution to the field by provide workshop for awareness and education, and then we write a story about what we do, like we work on biodiesel waste management and plastic-like material production. It's a research point, and we try to turn it into solution to the field to have an impact on the life of the people. But when we wanted to scale it and for a large number of people, we face a challenge like infrastructure. We need tools. We must have to create jobs, to provide affordable clean energy for the environment. This is the target. How to turn the solution from small scale to large scale to get more impact. This is, we wanted to search for solution for overcoming this. This is what I wanted to say.
Wait, did I correctly get this, that from a small scale to a larger scale through the video, through a story? Am I correct, Lydia or Mustafa? Can you help me with the? Maybe I didn't get it.
Yes. You get it. Yes.
Yeah, so basically what happens when it comes to like a small to like a larger scale, usually people have to develop more videos. Like it's not like a one-time big time. Well, unless it goes viral, but it's a continuation of making videos and trying to experiment your audience. So you have an audience who loves to have like statistics and data. You have an audience that maybe they want a human story, or for example, in your organization, Mustafa, if there's a conflict, what's the conflict, and then what's the solution of clean energy? What's the conflict that you need? We need to have like a clean energy now. So that sort of thing, because people get attracted to emotions and get attracted to seeing what's the conflict and then what's your solution. What's the solution of the organization? So that's how I can see on the storytelling side. Yeah, that's how I would tell a story. Okay. So Gloria, in creating a video, I must have a story. This helps decide the shots and I shoot. Okay. Obviously, I can't get the scenes. Yes. You cannot get the scenes in one capture. Yes. This is where the editing comes in. So you have a scene 1, you have a scene 2, then I will discuss it a little bit in a bit with the slides. Okay, perfect. Thank you also, Mustafa. Okay, we can go to the vertical. The social media reel, please. Okay. Please. So please see the shots and then the text and then how it's. What are your thoughts also after? Okay. That's it. It's like a 28 to 30 seconds social media reels. So let me know your thoughts first, and then we can discuss. Do you do this also in your organizations, with your TikTok, with your Instagram reels? We can chat it in we can write it in the chat. Okay. Yes, it's a portrait. Correct. Do you have any questions for me about making a social media reel? This is just an example of what we did with our screening and our impact work, and then meeting the forest guards. Let me know if we have questions. I think we don't have questions right now. Okay. Yes. Okay. Can we move to the next slide?
Yes, we can. Okay. And what about the horizontal? Are we not doing the horizontal anymore?
Yeah, we're gonna do the horizontal. There's an horizontal, or no? Yeah, we can. I don't know anything about reel, any technique. Like a reel, like making reels. Is that what you mean, Gloria? Okay. So okay. If you have an event in the next month or the next months, or you have like a cleanup drive, you have a let's say a conference, you have a what are the programs? What are your programs in your organizations? I can see like maybe a capacity building. Okay, so when you do cleanup, remember the shots that I've mentioned, like the wide shot, the close up. Yeah, perfect. The clean up, the training. I think if you're gonna make a reel, think of shooting like portrait on your phone. Think of shooting the event. Perfect. Reels Facebook directly or Instagram. Wait, can Gloria? Can I? Where's Gloria? Do you want to turn on your audio? Gloria? Okay, no worries. Okay, so basically, okay, I'm gonna challenge you, and then hopefully Lydia and Betty can also and we can also check your work. Just try to do like a 30 seconds video, just shooting what happened in the cleanup or in the training. So for example, is this a beach cleanup, or is this like where's the location of the cleanup? Okay, for example, the beach. So okay, I'm gonna ask everyone, what are the kind of scenes or what are the kind of shots that Gloria can use to make a reel? You can write it down. Like everybody can write it down. Like what kind of scenes in the beach cleanup, in a community beach cleanup, that she can use, or what kind of shots that she can use in her reels. I'll be waiting for your answers. Okay. A close-up of what? Extreme close-up of what? And wide shot of what? Okay. Yes, Eman, you raised your hand. Okay.
Thank you for giving me the floor. I do believe we can start with very wide shots with the beach.
Okay.
With all the trash in the beach to make this before and after. At the end of the video, then we just make middle shots where people are cleaning the beach. Then after the cleaning, we just have another wide shot where the beach is being cleaned. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
After the beach has been cleaned, so we create this contrast between the before and after, where the beach has all the trash. Then a very wide shot with the beach now clean.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's a story. That's a story, Eman. Yeah, that's the story. And then you can use a wide shot, you can use a close-up shot of the waste, or you can use the close-up of people picking the trash, all these things. So does that help, Gloria? Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, next we can see the next video, horizontal. We can just like see the difference between the vertical and the horizontal.
Sorry, Pia, which exact one do you want me to play? Because I see a number of horizontal.
Maybe we can play the UMI, the Glow network. The Glow network, please. Okay.
I'll play it now.
Okay, perfect. The close up. Yes, close up for individuals waving, work in action. Okay, and then this is the Glow event in the Philippines. Okay, please play.
There is power in movement and networking and really having people gather together to share experiences.
De maneira geral, achei que foi extremamente importante a gente ter esse momento de troca com todo mundo. Os momentos de troca mais prática, de conhecer os sistemas, aprender com os outros é importante, mas principalmente a gente ter esse momento de pensar estratégia conjunta, porque eu acho que é sempre legal a gente estar impactando os nossos territórios, os nossos países, mas sempre refletindo globalmente o que isso alimenta o nosso movimento, né? O como cada um se soma para contribuir com uma estratégia.
I'm so grateful you're all here. I want to really honor that we are over 25 different countries.
Imekuwa kwamba tumepatiwa space ya ku listen to one another, ya ku engage at a personal level, na hiyo inafanya kazi inakuwa rahisi.
When I started Zero Waste 25 years back, I barely knew anyone. When we came here, I could see a lot of people, a lot of ideas, and a lot of innovation. As I used to say in my Zero Waste campaigns, Zero Waste means building relations. We build more people into the gathering.
One of our key takeaways is that we need to see the bigger picture, how we can help other cities and communities outside the Philippines to learn and improve our zero waste programs.
And actually observe, experience, and do some analysis on how we could replicate to our own context in Africa. You know, Lab, you used to be my mentor when I was learning the Zero Waste Academy.
So with this collaborative network approach, we amplify global systems change created by communities themselves. We are actively flipping the script, building power for solutions that are both scalable and just.
As part of Mother Earth Foundation, naipakita namin yung mga naging work namin sa Philippines, especially with our support doon sa waste workers. It's a big thing na maipakita sa kanila yung bunga, yung impact ng zero waste work ni Mother Earth Foundation.
This Waste Worker Appreciation Day was actually so much full of hope for me that this is a core of humanity, appreciation of each other's work, especially when the work is so necessary for our societies to thrive.
Kuna ile majadiliano nilikuwa na wenzetu kutoka bara tofauti imekuwa very insightful, na kuna vitu pia nimechukua niende ni tujaribu to localize.
I always believe in people's power, and I always believe in inclusiveness. Everyone was important. We come from different cultures, cultural background, geographic background, language barriers were there, but all of these things melt down.
I'm not an asylum. Kung maipon tayo, alaki ng impact, community, social justice, waste management. Maganda yung may sistema siya.
I've enjoyed how people actually care each other. As a group, you see the love.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Lydia, for sharing the video. Okay, So that video is the Glow community that convened in the Philippines last January and February, and then we went to zero waste, like the MRF. We went to these places here in the small island of the Philippines, and then we had like all these convening, and then we shot. I mean, this is our work basically about the whole event. So, do you have thoughts about the videos that you watched, or anything that you want to ask about the video? Okay, Lydia.
Okay, thank you very much, Pia. Maybe one thing I want to like mention, I think Gloria and I are thinking in the same direction, because when you're doing the Instagram reels, to get a portrait, it means ideally you should use your phone in a portrait manner to be able to shoot the reel in a portrait form. Now we are looking at this video which is saying horizontal, which implies that every shot must be taken in the landscape format, right? So
Yes.
it's just something I observed that I thought to mention, so that it doesn't look like you want to get a landscape video, yet the shots you took were portrait shots, or should I say, the phone was turned in a portrait form to take those shots. To turn them into landscape, there may be excessive zooming, because that's not the format you need to turn the phone to if you really want to get like a horizontal video, like it's stated here. So I just thought to mention it. Maybe you can also amplify or like speak more on it. But yes, that's just what I was thinking at the moment.
Okay. So basically, before we started the showing all these videos, there's really like an ask from all of you. Like, if you're gonna make a video, where's our where would we post it? So is it Instagram? Is it TikTok? Is it YouTube? And it's really based on what your organization needs, or where's your engagement would where's the better engagement. Because, for example, in the social media reel, we use like a vertical because we uploaded it in Instagram and TikTok. And then for the horizontal one, because we're screening it with, let's say, stakeholders, we're screening it with funders, we're screening it with partner organizations, like, for example, in an event, it's not really for the social media. So that's like the difference. And then the trailer, like the film trailer, the intention of this film is to be in cinemas, to be in school screenings. So we don't shoot it in vertical. So it's really like the purpose of the video. And then you mentioned, Lydia, earlier, like when we do horizontal and then we edit it in portrait and then it gets zoom in. What I can suggest or an offer is that when you shoot in horizontal and then you think that you need to have a vertical or a portrait, it's so much better if you shot in a wide shot, in a really like an extreme wide shot, or if ever you're gonna interview someone, it's so much better if you have like in a wide shot, because in the editing you can just like turn it to portrait. Yeah. Did I answer your question, Lydia or Gloria? That's how I can see like the one is the purpose of your videos. At the same time, if you really need the horizontal and vertical, it's so much better if you shoot it on a wide scale. Yeah.
Thank you, Pia.
Okay. Did it help?
Definitely it did. And I'm sure Gloria is also okay, because it's both of us who are thinking in the same direction.
Perfect. I'm glad that you're asking this, because that's also like our challenge as a creative and as a people who works with who works with making videos, who has like production house, we always ask the organization what they need and who are the target audience. So for example, you have to like write it down, who are your target audience, which places do you want to screen the videos, etc., etc. Okay, we can go to next. Send my story with it. Okay, so I think writing is also very important, and then it's okay also if we don't have videos, as long as we have the written words. Okay, we can go next before I'm already like 10 minutes. Not this one, this is already done. We can go to the script, Lydia. Okay, not that one. Okay. Yeah, we can do the script now. Is it in my slides, like the sample script? Yeah, perfect. Okay. Okay. So I want you everybody to look at the script sample. This is just the first 30 seconds of the. Okay, so if you're gonna make a video, try to do a template like this. Don't be super overwhelmed. I'm gonna walk you through all the script. So we go for audio, and then we go for video, and we go for text. And then after that, maybe Lydia, we can watch the first 30 seconds of the film, no? I mean of the Glow community, just for us to. How can we do that? Like maybe like a double screen. Can we do that? Do you think we can do that? Okay. So that's the text, and then we open with. Okay. We open with the drone footage. This is a wide shot. This is an extreme wide shot where you can see the forest. And then, okay, please continue.
There is power in movement and
then you
networking
have
and
the
really
shot,
having people.
the interviews. Okay, continue. And this is the A roll, and then this is the B roll. Like what's happening here. It's an action shot.
De maneira geral, achei que foi extremamente
And
importante
then
a
you
gente
have
ter esse momento de
the shot again for the interviews. Okay, continue.
troca com todo mundo, os momentos de troca mais prática, de conhecer os sistemas, aprender com os outros é importante, mas principalmente a gente ter esse momento de pensar a estratégia conjunta. Eu acho que é sempre legal a gente estar impactando os nossos territórios, os nossos países, mas sempre refletindo globalmente.
And this is like the beauty of editing, because that's how we can like really tell the story. Okay, we can go back to the script, Lydia, please. Before. Okay. So do you have questions with the script? So audio, as you can see, okay, so the first row is the text. You can see that the text, the Glow network, ... and then the audio, insert background music. Like with the background music, and then you have the video, the drone footage of Manila, the materials recovery facility, the forest, and then you have an interview video here. There is power in movements and networking. And then your A-roll is interview shot of Simon and Byron. And then you have a B-roll, which is the follow shot, the wide shot. And then you have the continue B-roll of the event. And then you have an A-roll again, with the interview and the B-rolls, and then you have the subtitles, basically, like the English subtitles and the subtitles translated into English, because the interview audio was Portuguese language. So do you have any question? Okay, I'm gonna watch this after later, they're all landscape because of the purpose of the video, right? Yes, they're all landscape because the purpose of the video is to show it to the stakeholders, to show it with partner organizations, to like screen it in events. Yeah, and it's also uploaded in the it's also uploaded in the UMI website also. So yes, there's a purpose of the video. Do you have questions with the script? So you can use this audio, video, text, just for your editor to know like how to shoot it. Okay, do we have questions? Maybe we can proceed, Lydia. Okay, so things to remember, golden rules, remember everyone. Story before equipment. It's okay if you have a smartphone. It's okay you have a camera, a GoPro, a drone. And then light is very important because, of course, you're welcome, Angela. Light is very important to see our characters, to see our actions, etc. And good audio is half the video or film. Because imagine if our interview cannot be, it's not a good audio, it diminishes the storytelling of the whole video. Number 4, every shot should have a purpose. And number 5 is emotion is what people remember. Yeah, how can we access? Maybe I can send it. Maybe Lydia can send it because I've already sent the link of the videos. That's possible, no? Like, how can we access the video so we can like study it again in the next if you have free time? Okay, next please. Next slide, please. Okay, so visual stories shot through smartphone or camera remain one of the most powerful tools of storytelling. It documents and creates truthful, compelling stories that move people to understand, care, and act. So yeah. And then next slide. Okay, thank you so much. Let me know in the chat if you have questions, and then let's see on how we can collaborate with each other.
Right, thank you so much, Pia. Guys, can we celebrate Pia? She's just taking about an hour to, inform us and educate us. I think she deserves more than what we're doing. Can we clap?
Oh, thank you.
Can we show some love? I hope you're not asleep.
No. I super love this. Yeah, I love telling stories and I love creating videos. So editing tool, we can use, I'm gonna chat here. We can use, I use Adobe Premiere, but you can also use CapCut. You can also use DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, these are some of the editing tools that we use. And maybe on Instagram Reels, you can edit in Instagram, on TikTok. Yeah. If there are any questions, yes, please feel free to put it in the chat. And then maybe, Lydia, we can have a photo together, no?
Definitely.
Okay.
But first, we need to be sure. Any more questions?
Yes, okay. Clip Champ. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna write that down. Clip Champ.
Are we good, or we have any questions? Going in a minute. I'll count down to a minute. If there are no questions, then we're going to call it. It's either going to be a day or a night, depending where you are. Right. So, okay. Joseph says no question. Yes.
Maybe we can wait for a bit, like 30 seconds.
Yes, we're still counting down. We're still counting down. Are we all good? We're not going to have Pia again. The project is ending soon. Any further questions? Anything you want to ask Pia? Okay, I think we're all good. Okay, I think we're all good. So we can turn on our cameras shortly and then take a picture with Pia.
How can they contact me though? I'll just put my email, no? And then my LinkedIn.
Yeah,
Or
I think
my
that
WhatsApp.
should help. No, email or LinkedIn is good.
Okay. Please send me a message that you're part of this masterclass,
Yeah,
so that we can. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's take a photo.
Okay, so we can take the pictures now. Cameras on and smiles, please. Cameras on and smiles. Cameras on. Joseph, we're waiting for you. Angela, Demi, Atef, Olumide, Gloria, Okpeyemi. Okay.
All the best with your videos. Okay.
Okay, so first one, count down to 3 and then we smile. So 1, 2, 3, and then a smile. Yay. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more. Just one more. Where are they? Okay, Angela, I see you now. Smile, 1, 2, 3, we go. Yeah. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pia.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.